Arboretum is a long, flowing track with plenty of elevation, big jumps, and natural feel. It winds through a rolling landscape, and the layout is built with a mix of technical lines and high-speed sections. With longer lap times, there's plenty of room to find your flow and throw down some good battles. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Arboretum by the legendary MX Bikes track creator HurrenMX, who is also known for his other absolute bangers, such as So, needless to say, this guy knows how to make some tracks, and he knows how to make some good ones that are some longtime community favorites. And honestly, I think Arboretum is no different. It's got some absolute booters. It's super easy to catch a flow on and ride on. I was talking to my teammates over on Norms, Joman and Seymour, and they were both, they haven't been playing much lately, but they were both just sitting there grinding laps on this track. Well, I guess not really grinding it, because this track, it's kind of just all about the vibe, right? It's got that relaxed, sort of go with the flow sort of vibe on the track. And they were just sitting there for hours spinning laps on this thing, having the time of their life. And I think that's kind of speaks volumes to the way that this track rides. It's kind of just easy going, it's got some ruts, it's got a little bit of rough, but nothing that's so crazy that it kind of like takes you out of spinning the lap. And it's almost like you just sit there and you're locked in on the flow of it and connecting the corners and the lines and trying to toss some huge whips and not get Paboso'd and land them. And it's one of those things where you lose yourself in, and obviously the surroundings and everything is the textures. It's all beautiful. So I guess that's just a long-winded way of saying Hurren did a great job on this track, and it's a blast to spin laps on. Now, to go over some key points here, we are currently on the YZ 450F, and if you've been paying attention at all to the competitive MX bike scene, this is the current 450 meta, both indoor and outdoor, even on the GP tracks. Everybody seems to be ripping on this thing, so something about the Yami, this thing is absolutely killing it. And of course, the Norms crew has me absolutely kitted with the Abyss FXR kit mixed in with the white and black Vapor kit. And the kit is sick. There's no way around it. Much like this track, which you can rip on both a 450 and a 250, the only difference is that obviously on the 250 you're going to have to hold it a little bit more wicked in order to make it over some of the big booters, and there is actually a triple coming up here after this next right-hander, not this one but the next one, that you cannot hit on a 250. You've got to go double jump into the rollers, but on the 450 obviously you can hit the triple. So that is the only difference that I have found on this track. So it is very easy to rip on this track on a 250, and I might honestly do a lap after we finish this lap on the 450 on the Honda 250, because that is what I've been vibing with lately. So just so you guys can see what a lap on the 250 looks like. As you can see, the track does have multiple lines in nearly every single corner, which are viable, which we love to see on every track. Lap times are right around a little over 2 minutes, which is pretty standard for an outdoor track. Soil on this track is soft soil physics, so it'll handle pretty much how you expect it to handle. I think most tracks in MX bikes are created with the soft soil physics. And this track also coming with the 40-man gate, so if you do want to run some large online lobbies on this track, you can do so. It is equipped for the task. One of my favorite little minute details of this track is the little water puddles that he's got scattered around the track. You know, you can tell they overwatered a little bit when they were prepping it this morning, and just the little water puddles like right here, it just adds to the ambiance. And as I said at the beginning of the video, I think this track is all about the vibes. That's why we've got the lo-fi playing in the background. The vibes of the photos on the shop track are just so relaxed. Yeah, I mean, it's an Arboretum, you know, we're at a botanical garden, shredding some laps on the dirt scooter, and I mean, you just got to be relaxed while doing so. You know, you don't want to get tight while you're sending it over these gnarly sky shot booters. And yeah, I think the water puddles just add to that ambiance. So great job, attention to detail per usual. I mean, you would expect nothing else with Hurren. You know, he's got some masterpieces that he's created in the past, and yeah, man, Arboretum, this track, I mean, it's up to par. It's on standard for what Hurren creates, and it's one of the funnest tracks that I've seen released, you know, as of late. Maybe you guys have a different opinion. Let me know what your opinions are in the comments. Maybe you've got a different favorite Hurren track. Let me know, you know, of the ones that he's created. He's created quite a few. I think my personal favorite is probably Valhalla. Just all-time legendary sand track. If you have a different favorite that Hurren has created, let me know in the comments below. I'm honestly curious to see which of Hurren's tracks you guys have spun the most laps on and which one is your favorite. And as we get started on the 250 lap here, just want to point out how sick the kid is yet again on the Honda. The Norms crew is just killing it with the kits for the GPs in the latter half of the Supercross season. And you'll see here, this jump is the only difference between the 250 and the 450. Just cannot quite get over it. It does not have the juice. And so other than that, though, obviously the 250 corners, I think, a little better than the 450s, my personal opinion. So with this track, with the different varying lines in the corners, I like riding this track on the 250 more than I do the 450. The only difference is just that the booters are a little bit easier to hit. So, you know, if you're somebody that is used to riding the 450, then this track is obviously going to be cake and you're going to love it. But if you're used to riding the 250, then, you know, don't sweat over it. Just know that you're not going to be able to hit that jump, but the rest of the track is going to be business as usual. But that's pretty much gonna do it for me from here, guys. If you are interested in snagging Arboretum by Hurren, it is available on the MX Bike shop for $2. And I personally think that this is a great track. Hurren did a great job on it. It's fun to spin laps on, and I have definitely spent $2 on much worse things. And you know, that may or may not include 2 McChickens, even though they're not $2 anymore. I would still consider this a better value. So yeah, without further ado, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been another Start Your Systems MX Bikes track review with Transcend, aka myself. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Be sure to hit that sub, hit that like, head over to my channel, hit that sub, hit that like. I don't post much, but I do whenever I have the time or something cool happens in MX Bikes. So if you're interested in giving me a follow, I would appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one, guys.